In this, the nurture step of PRM Now, I'm going to talk to you why it might be necessary to put the brakes on some of the prospects you've been generating. I'll also talk to you about how you can then nurture the cooler prospects so that you can focus on the quality ones and, more importantly, convert them into opportunities, which, let's face it, is why we started doing the posting in the first place. So, the simple truth is that not every single prospect you generate is going to be ready to buy from you right now. Just because there's an opportunity, you really shouldn't go in with all guns blazing. And for the ones that are not ready now, take the time to nurture them with tools such as email marketing and automation to flag them up for when they're ready to progress. This way, you'll get more business now and in the future. But before we start, I think it's best to start thinking about your sales process and set up a really simple sales pipeline that reflects it. An example of this might be something like cool, warm, hot, needs a lead, call 1, call 2, book meeting, quote, 1 lost, and then January, February, March, etc. I'll put that up on screen, but what this does, it allows you to visualize each stage of your sales process and know exactly which contact needs following up and when. Now, this is where your CRM really starts to spot the golden nuggets for you. By joining up the email marketing, the automation, the sales pipelines, and your website activity, it allows you to see exactly what your contacts are interested in and, more importantly, how engaged they are, so you can target them with specific marketing messages. As an example, prospect A, let's call him Bob. He's opened an email a few times and had a quick look around the features page on your website, but in reality he's not actually that interested. He's not ready to buy yet. So now would be a good time to get Bob and drop him in the cool pipeline and then add him into the general newsletter campaign so that with some basic automation on there to identify when his engagement levels start to move up. Whereas prospect B, or Betty as I've named her, is way more active. She's been part of the newsletter campaign for quite a while now, but she's also recently started commenting on your social media posts. She's visited your website a couple of times last week. She's looked at the customer service page, read a case study on your customer service, and been on your pricing page. Betty should be immediately jumped upon because she's now become a hot prospect. She's showing engagement. And if you set up automation, you could set up a rule which moves Betty automatically into your needs a call column of your sales pipelines, which then automatically triggers an email to head off any of the usual questions your prospects have. Or you could also set up a simple trigger so that when Betty looked at the pricing page on your website, it automatically dropped you a notification so that you'd know she needed a call. And once you'd done this, you could then add notes into your CRM so that you and the team were always clear and had a consistent picture of what's happening with Betty. So, as a final note, all this nurturing is brilliant, but don't forget to keep segmenting the contacts, because doing this will allow you to identify them and increase your engagement levels by 60%. And that drives more sales because, let's face it, we all pay far more attention to somebody that's talking about something we're interested in. So, to conclude this step, it's designed to help you make the nurturing process as painless as possible, which means you're focusing your efforts on the contacts that are ready to become opportunities. If you'd like to find out how Popcorn helps you convert your social media contacts into customers, please click on the link below to book a demo or check out the rest of the website to see how we do it.